So, some of you have considered deer hunting before, and just so you can say you've done it, but you've never really thought about the experience that may come with hunting, pulling the trigger, putting a deer down, getting the meat, and the experience just in general of that day of hunting. I've been hunting for 5 years and I've done research about why you should hunt. Maybe you got all the stuff you need to go deer hunting, but you can't actually decide if you want to go and do it or not. You know, Today I'll be persuading you on why you should go deer hunting with these main points of the experience you'll get at deer camp, the rush of actually pulling the trigger and shooting a deer, and the amount of meat you'll get from the deer. Deer camp is somewhere that can be really exciting and fun because of the experiences you'll make there. The experiences may just be sitting around a fire telling stories, stupid, fun stories that you've had. And it all can be stupid things that you get up to up there. Sitting around a fire can be the best storytelling you will ever hear. It can be you have the older people telling funny stories of what they did as a child sitting around a fire. And then you have the younger people, like me, telling the stupid things that we do now, sitting around a fire. You can hear stuff from when you were a child, but you can also hear the things that you do now, stupid crap that you've done recently. Western folklore states that deer camp can be anything from a cabin you invite some friends to, or it can be somewhere that you actually camp at with trailers and different RVs and stuff like that, and maybe a house. Stated from Outdoor Life, 26% of hunters hunt to spend time with family. You can do anything from going four-wheeling to playing bago and even fun little pranks. Being up there at deer camp is something that you shouldn't just give away. It shouldn't be time that you use sitting on your phone or your computer. It should be time you spend with people. It's one of those things that it's an experience that you won't ever lose. You don't ever want to lose that experience because of what the different things that can happen up there. I have memories of deer camp that I can't wait to tell my children when they are old enough to go hunting with me, because they can just laugh at what I did when I was hunting and maybe have the same experiences as me. Now, deer camp's an amazing experience, but the rush you get from pulling that trigger is undescribable. When you pull that trigger, it's effortless. It takes ounces to actually shoot the deer. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take a lot of force to kill a deer. It's just a little pull, and it fires the gun. It's that adrenaline rush that you get when you pull the trigger. It's undescribable. It feels like every blood vessel in your body is rushing 100 miles an hour through your body, and it makes it hard for you to breathe, because you start to hyperventilate because of how excited you are. You have to calm down, and once you finally do calm down, that's great. You'll calm down for a little bit. You'll get down from the stand. You'll walk up to your deer. The second you get back to your deer, you start bouncing around again. It's like nothing can compare to what just happened. You just shot a deer, okay. Now, I remember when I shot my first deer. I could not stop talking about it for weeks, even months, because of how it happened, the story of it. I was like 15, I think. And I think I was so excited that I had to have people telling me to shut up because of how excited I was on the daily. You now understand the rush you'll have from shooting a deer. Now I'm going to tell you about the amount of meat you'll get. Now, the last reason you should go deer hunting is the amount of meat you get from deer hunting. When you kill one deer, you get approximately 50 pounds of meat, depending on the size of the deer. Stated by Cedar Knoll that deer is the best thing to hunt for meat because it gives off more meat than all other common game. Now, common game are like coyotes, rabbits, squirrels, small things like that. I personally killed a deer this past hunting season that I still have meat from because of how much you get from there. Now let's say you go hunting and you don't need all that meat that you got, because let's say it's just you that eat it. Stated by Nebraska Land, tens of thousands of meat were given to the homeless last year to help feed them. Let's say all that meat you have that you're the only one that eats, you don't need it. It's going to sit there for a year or two. You can go off and give it to shelters, give it to people who actually need it. I promise. They don't care what it is, they will eat it. Now that you know what this meat can do for you and how much you'll get, I'll now conclude my presentation. In conclusion, I want to persuade you on why you should go hunting, and my main points were the experience you can have at deer camp, the rush of shooting your deer, and the amount of meat you get from a deer. Now that you know why you should hunt and the awesome time you can have doing it, you can enjoy what's going on. Thank you.